Hello, everybody. If you don't know me, my name is Fred Ratliff. I'm new to this game. I've been to fish my whole life. When I was 8, my father had a 120-gallon fish tank. Loved it. I mean, as a kid, I couldn't stay away from this thing. I mean, constantly next to this tank. So, of course, as an adult now, 37 years old in age, I finally was able to get one of my dream tanks. Now, I've came a long ways, tank after tank after tank. New tanks, old tanks. I mean, you name it, I had this tank, custom ordered 50-gallon Jibo was my first little enclosed media tank. That was a beautiful one. I liked it a lot, actually. Then I worked my way up, and then I went with this 56, which was a lot of money, a lot of time, But I've always been more of a cichlid man, I love cichlids. I think they're beautiful, active fish. But I'm kind of getting into a lot of things lately. I find myself looking at a lot of barbs and all kind of tetras, fancy guppies, platinums, all kind of new stuff, But I've mostly had a lot of success lately with the shrimp world, And it's really coming along. A couple of blue velvets, I just had a female throw eggs not too long ago, actually. Too bad I couldn't get it on camera, but it's been a real fun adventure, I just kind of jumped into this hobby, but honestly, it was probably one of the best decisions I've made because I actually love it. I just have a little Java moss in here that's just growing like crazy. It's a lot underneath that little piece of Malaysian driftwood that you can't see, but they love it in here. I mean, they're on a sponge filter. They're just social and having a good old time. I love it too. But which brings me into my latest project. And I feel every year I go bigger, and I just don't know how much bigger I can just keep going. I mean, I seen Aquarium Co-op. They have a huge 800-gallon, like 800 gallons. I couldn't imagine 800 gallons. That's a lot of work and a lot of money, and you have to know what you're doing. You absolutely do. So lately, I've been working with an Oscar called the Veil Tails. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. If you don't know much about them, please just do your research. The South American, just like your regular Oscars, they don't swim as good as the regular Tiger Oscars, but let me tell you, they have just as much personality, and they just love the camera. They love it. I love this tank. It's 125 gallons of my love, my vision. It's not complete, but maybe hopefully within the next year, I'll keep you guys posted. Maybe within a year, I'll have this thing up and running the way I would like it to be running. So right now I have a, Bisher. Regular old Bisher. I call her Sky. She's a silly little girl. That right there that just swam by my big veil, that's Han. And that's Solo. So Han Solo, you get it. And obviously if that's Sky, there's two more Bishers in the picture that you can't see because they are everywhere and they like to hide in all kind of nooks and creeks. But the other two, my big male, he's Luke. That's hiding somewhere in here. And then I have a small female rare Bisher who's Walker. So you have Luke Skywalker. Obviously, big Star Wars fan. Can't beat it. Then I have two Cynodontis catfish. One baby. Think you can make it out somewhere in here if it ain't hiding like it usually is. who's Jar Jar Binks. You know. Absolutely. Nice piece of cork bark. Now, as far as filtration goes, I have a regular old canister. You know, I'm sorry about the glare, people. The glare is awful. You know, but regular old sponge filter, supercharged by a canister. You know, all the way down. And I'm just running with the regular Cascade. Nothing too serious, you know. Filters a fair amount of water. Keeps my water beautiful, you know. I like it. Regular old Aqueon heater, you know. And of course my power current pusher hooked up with a little O2 current pad over it with the sponge filter underneath, catching a little extra media for me. You know, and there you have it. You know, that's the 125 in a nutshell. Now, personally, so far, my favorite build, my favorite tank. You know, I put a lot of love into it, a lot of ideas into it, and it's working so far. So, thank you guys for just taking the time out to watch this. Please hit the like button, share, subscribe. I'm going to try to keep this thing going. All right, you guys. And as usual, if you're a fish hobbyist, love your hobby and do the right thing by it. Have a blessed day, guys. Bye.